master plan, man. Now, one of my loved ones just asked me today how he can think of a master plan and why he's not thinking, well, hold on, I can do this. That's not any better at all. But anyways, so these are I'm gonna give you about 9 tips to be able to plan out what you need to plan out. As you can see, I'm in this hotel. Look at this beautiful portrait or whatever it's called, painting. It's sweet, man. I like it. So look, so number one, man. I learned this from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You must program your subconscious mind to think of a master plan. Tell yourself, convince yourself that you are collecting data from your immediate environment and all the knowledge that you've ever learned, and that you are going to think of it. Okay? Put stress on your mind to make your subconscious mind, which is your best tool besides your body, besides your melanin. Your subconscious mind is your best tool to think of a master plan. Now, nextly, you must expose yourself. You must explore. You must go on these journeys, man. You have to try different things to know what you want. Try different things to know what you don't want. Try different things to collect new information. A lot of people in inner urban communities, a lot of people in the black human community and the communities out there, and life doesn't have to be that hard. There are a lot of jobs and careers that you didn't even know existed, man. For example, you can get a job as a real estate contract writer and they make millions of dollars, bro. They make really good money, bro. They're essentially lawyers that just sign off on contracts, and you could do this for commercial businesses, buildings, or you could do this for freaking just normal homes, normal purchasing normal homes. It doesn't have to be gas stations and skyscrapers, but you can do that. Now, if you don't talk to different people, if you don't go different places, if you don't read, different literature, if you watch the same TV all the time, then you're not going to know about these opportunities, bro. And you're going to end up doing the same thing. You're going to, damn, she got a little bump on her. I'm watching Judge Judy, my bad. I don't have a TV in my house. You're going to, you're going to end up doing something that's normal, bro, which we're going to get to that next. I mean, exposing yourself to different things is not only about exploring the world and knowing what's out there, but it's about knowing what's inside you as well. Facts. All right. So you have to learn yourself. You have to have self knowledge. You have to have self awareness. And you have to know thyself. Knowing yourself, not knowing yourself is the only sin that exists. All right. Nextly, of course, you have to collect knowledge, but we'll get to that later. Next, you have to plan on what kind of efforts you want to put in, right? Now, your plan is going to consist of three is going to consist of two things, but it has to be one of three things, all right? It's either going to Your plan is going to either consist of you have to know a lot so you don't have to move too much, right? Or you don't have to do anything pretty much if you know a lot. Like an accountant. I don't know what accountants do actually. But let's say for okay, like an author, right? I'm sure writing a book is not that hard for somebody with the mind of the brain, right? Or you can choose a low knowledge job with a high labor job, like a garbage man. They make okay money, right? Or it can be balanced, like a hand surgeon. Hand surgery is it's hand surgery, bro. You have to know a lot about the biology, and you have to take gynecology courses, I guess. That's what I was told. It might not be true. And then nextly, you have to figure out, this is the same ratio now. Do you want this to be creative and practical or unique and logical? Do you want it to be more on the creative and unique side? Or do you want it to be more on the logical and practical side? Do you want to be an artist and risk being a starving artist? Or do you want to be a lawyer? Okay. Being a lawyer, you get your law degree and you go to school for criminal justice. It's not very creative, but it's pretty logical and it's very practical. Or do you want to risk being a starving artist and go to school for art? Or what is creative yet logical? Something like if you want to be a judge, just because you want to be a judge or an astronaut, doesn't mean that you're going to be a judge or an astronaut, because people study these things to do these, to take these positions, but they don't always get them. All right. Now we're gonna get to some really good stuff right here. Now, nextly, you have to look at other people's blueprints, because I forgot who said it, but everything in the world that is practical has already been invented 100 years ago. Okay? So, what you do have to understand is whatever you want to do or whatever you want to pursue, somebody's already done that, bro. Somebody's already done that. So, all you have to do is copy somebody's blueprints. You can take these, Judge Judy be picking these winners. These motherfuckers are some. Mm, 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 mm. You got to find out whose blueprint that you want to follow. You have to look at somebody that you relate to, find out if they have an autobiography or biography, and they are going to tell you how they became successful. Just do the same thing. All right. Gucci Mane's autobiography is molto bene. Jay Prince, if you like Jay Prince, if you feel like you're Jay Prince, a lot of people have autobiographies. Okay. A lot of people. I would venture to say maybe 20% of people have autobiographies or biographies. People that aren't even important have them. So if you like that person and they're over the age of 35, nine times out of well, there's a 20% chance they have an autobiography if they're super successful. All right. So get those autobiographies, get those biographies, start watching those. I like to say the word biopics, but people say biopic. It just doesn't sound very good. I like the word, just people's lives and their movies of their lives and things like that. Even if they're fictional, even if it's Get Rich or Die Trying or 8 Mile, whoever you like, right? Nextly, your family is gonna, and this is pretty much the end of the video. All right, your family has a very similar neurochemistry and neurogenetic setup as you. Pretty similar, not the same. So you guys have a very similar sense of humor, can pretty much comprehend specific things, IQ, um, can physically handle the same type of work. So what your family does, it's you wouldn't go too wrong to not do that. I have a lot of people in my family that's in the military. I have a lot of people in my family. Most of my family has gone to school and has done something successful with their education. Is that for me? I tried to go to the military, but I don't want to talk about that. You know? So look at your family, which brings me to my next point. Look at your nurture. What has your environment programmed you to be good at? If you live in an inner urban community, 9 times out of 10, you're a pretty observant person and you're pretty quick thinking, because that is required or you're not going to make it anywhere in life when it comes to living in that type of environment. So if you're observant, you could do something in real estate. If you're a slick talker, if you're a quick talker, if you're a quick thinker, if you're good on your feet, you can use that. Okay. So what has your environment given you? What are the tools and and skills that you learn from your immediate environment, man? So nextly we have nature. What are you naturally good at, man? Just like Mark Cuban, he thinks that it's more important to go with the practicality of your plan, because what he's naturally good at, he didn't feel like pursuing that, which I can't remember what that was, but he didn't like computer programming. He just he he understood how important it would be at some point in time, so he obsessively studied it and practiced it. And it was in his nature essentially for him to think like that. It was in his nature for him to do something obsessively that he thinks that was practical, that would help him survive and help him raise his product value pretty much. All right. Nextly, what does your partner do? Right? What kind of women do you attract? All the mm, all of the women that I've been with the exception of one, have been nursings. They've all been nurses or have had their CNA or something, or what is that what it's called? Or have tried to be a CNA at some point. Not because nursing is so basic and everybody wants to be a nurse or go to cosmetology school. That's not why. But At some point, you have to look, what's up, mate? What's up, Jenny Boy Blaze? At some point, you do have to consider what your partner does and what people a lot of the times do when they have somebody who does that job. A doctor and a lawyer, a nurse and a freaking warehouse worker, a teacher and I don't think teachers get married. I think teachers just marry teachers pretty much. Nobody can understand the mind of a teacher except the teacher. A model and a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So look at what your partner does. Nextly, you have to understand what it takes to make a plan. You have to understand success theory. Okay, you have to understand that all success is based on luck. All success is a gamble, bro. Going to school is just like being in the street. It's a gamble. There's no guarantee. I think only like 30% go to college and get their degree. That's not a lot. Even though they're, why do my teeth look like that? Let me hold the camera further. I don't want y'all to see, man. I got a pretty strong, huh? It just looks bad when I talk. And what do I have? I should have looked in the mirror, huh? That's cool. We got this. All success is based on luck, man. All these people, just one of my exes talking about some. I don't like when people say, "Hey, you're really lucky," and she's like, "No, I actually had to work for this." All success is based on luck. You are lucky to be born in that family. You're lucky to have two parents that will guide you in the right direction to go to school. You're lucky to be born a freaking white woman. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky that you had those skills and you actually found a career. Because a lot of people don't know themselves or know what they love or have any of those things. So at some point, yes, your success is going to be based on luck. Damn, my bad. So, anyways, my lips aren't crusty. I just been licking them all day because it's cold outside. So, anyways, nextly, you have to get a mentor, man. You have to get a mentor and you have to understand what that person wants you sees inside you, why they chose to be your mentor, and what kind of potentials that you have. And that's it. So let's go over it real quick. Number one, program yourself for success and for making a master plan. Affirm, come up with some fly affirmations, man. Come up with some fly affirmations. I have videos on how to make affirmations. Make sure you watch that. Number two, expand your horizons, man. You need to expose yourself to life so you can learn what is out there and learn yourself a lot better. Next, man, you have to expand your knowledge so you can understand what you need to do so you'll be wise, all right? Number four, make sure that you plan on if you want this plan to be contingent on high knowledge, low labor, or high labor, no low knowledge, or a balance. All right. Next, you have to decide: do you want this master plan to be creative and unique, more so, or logical and practical, more so, right? Then you have to look at the blueprints of other successful people. You have to study success theory. Very, very important, guys. Get these likes up, man. I'm trying to save these lives. All right. Make sure when you come in, make sure you like the video, man, so other people can see this. The more you like, the more other people are gonna see this. A lot of people don't have plans or they don't understand the value of having a plan and they have no knowledge on how to make a plan. All right. Number, I'm just going to go in order next. Look at other people's blueprints, read these biographies and read these autobiographies, man, so you can understand what other people have done. Nothing in this world is new. You're going to have to copy somebody at some point. So you might as well copy the plan of somebody that you relate to, somebody who comes from your background, and somebody who's been in your shoes, right? Nextly, learn from your family. What does your family do? If your whole family's in the military, you might not want to go to the military, but just learn, the jobs they had, learn about their experiences, learn about why they went, learn about what skills they had inside of them that you have that you could utilize in other career choices, right? Next, you have to learn what your environment has gifted you with. You have to learn what your nature has gifted you with. What are you naturally good at, right? Next, you want to look at your partner and what your partners have done in their lives and what their careers have usually been. Then nextly, you have to understand how much risk. How safe do you want to be? Do you want to be in a point? Do you want to be at a point where you might lose everything, or do you want to be safe? Like, nah, I already did the research. You know, this this plan is more likely to work than not because it doesn't have a lot of people do this. This job is boring. This plan is boring, but I don't have time. I don't want to be excited in my life. I already been through enough, right? Then you have to understand. You have to understand. I should have put this, but you have to understand strategy, bro. You have to understand strategy and you have to understand success in itself. All right, so thank you guys. Let me look at these comments. Just got home from work. That's what's up, man. You got enough, a lot to tell me. I'm on vacation right now, man. I'm just waiting on the rest of my vacation, bro. I got somebody that's gonna come over here and show me what they do, where they live. But I appreciate you guys stopping in. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the input, the positive energy. I'm just bored, you know, and just 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 chilling for now, man. I might go live again. I might go live again. It's a possibility. But anyways, man, it's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life is in the breath, breathe it in, birds.